Okay, good morning, friends. Good morning, subscribers. Good morning, all of you who will watch this video. Thank you so much for that. Ask that you do subscribe, continue to support, and hopefully I will continue to bring about these topics that hopefully inspire some type of good conversation or thought. So this one here is going to be a little short. It's my second video of the day. It's going to be kind of short. I just want to say a few things that I think needs to be said. This video is entitled, you know what, I don't really have a title for it yet. I will get a title. But it's really talking about the black woman rising again. The black woman raising her standards. Now, all we have to do real briefly is go back to the 40s, 50s, 60s, maybe 70s. Yeah, I would say 70s, even 80s, I'll say. But somewhere along the line, the black woman got sidetracked. We can blame it on feminism. We could blame it on Gloria Allred or whatever that woman name is. Whoever that white woman is that, started this feminist crap. Wasn't Gloria Allred. She's a lawyer. But anyway, there's a movement, a feminist movement that, a lot of people like to blame the issues of the black woman on. They like to blame it on being single women, being too strong, being bad women, bad mothers, illiterate, dumb, stupid, club hoppers, can't settle down with one man and be faithful, all kinds of things, And so, but when we look at our mothers and grandmothers, we know that that's not the case. We know that that's not true. We know that there's been a lot of, what would you call it? A lot of help from the media, a lot of help from propaganda, a lot of help from society pushing an image, a whole image of, that's what the media does. It propagates. It propagates stereotypes of white people. It propagates stereotypes of Hispanics. It was like everybody is in their little bubble of who America says that they are, And so we know it's not just the black woman. But what I will say is that the black woman is going to have to come back to herself, come back to a state of respectability, come back to a state of high standards, come back to a state of having care and concern about who she is, what's going on with her children, what's going on with her womb, what's going on in her community, and being that pillar. That's not to say that she's not going to need the black man. The black man and woman were always partners, and we are going to have to get back to that. We have so much propaganda once again going on with a lot of these black men who are just being so hateful and evil and demonic toward the black woman and saying such horrible, vile things. And we know that there's a lot of black women who are doing the same thing for whatever reason, that they hate men, or lesbian, or just whatever. It's the reason why we can never pinpoint a problem in the black community is because there are so many different issues. There's so many different avenues. There's just so much. And it can be done. It can be fixed. But it's coming from so many different ways. You got the black church, you got black finances. It's just schooling, under education. It's so many different issues that you can't say this is it. Like so many of these silly young guys like to say, oh, it's the black woman. Yep, she did it. It's her fault. Whole thing's gone, done, and over because of the black woman. And it's really so silly that it really doesn't even deserve an answer, a discussion. whatever. It's just silly. Those of us who have reached a level of intelligence and a level of consciousness know that, you know, some of this stuff is just silly. You know, sometimes things are so silly until you really don't even give them. If you just ignore it, you know, usually it'll go away. But we just have too many people entertaining these foolish thoughts. But what is important is that the black woman is going to have to come back to a state of being that queen again. Even just queen mentality. Of taking care of herself, of her womb, of her health, like I keep saying, of her children and the community. With or without the black man, you know, the right one for you will come. So that's not an issue. They have lowered and degraded the black woman so bad until right now, basically, she's nothing but ass and probably tits. And that's pretty much the extent of her, you know, is her body. That's pretty much the extent of the black woman is her body. And we gotta get past that, you know, that she's more than her butt, you know. We're at a state now where through collagen and all this stuff, you know, any woman can get the black woman butt and they're buying it, you know, or if they eat enough junk food, they're going to get it. So we got to move past that, the black woman being butt and hips and thighs and big breasts. We got to get past that. They're buying breasts now. They've been buying breasts. They're putting collagen in it. I mean, so it's like they have mimicked us to the point of they can look like us if that was supposed to be our thing. If that was supposed to be what it takes to be a black woman, is how she looks. They've done that. So it has to be more now. We're going to have to leave the big booty. We're going to have to get back to setting a higher standard for ourselves. We're going to have to get back to being that real, true, strong woman that no one else can be. Now, we can be an example, of course. We need to be the example. We are the example. Everything is always mimicked toward us. They'll tell you it's not, you know, but we already know. So it's not like something that we need to, you know, try to glory in. Oh, well, I'm this, I'm that, and you can't have my natural hair and all that, which they can't. That's another envy. So many things they envy us for and copy. But if we bring ourselves down to just being natural hair, just being a big butt, just being breast, people can buy that now. All of that now. Look at Dolezal. Rachel Dolezal. She was wearing black natural hair, wigs. So how does that make a black woman special? It doesn't. We have to be who we are in our natural, beautiful state with all that comes with that, and wear it with pride and wear it with confidence. Get away from their long, straight blonde hair. Get away from their eyes, their whatever. Be who you are, the beautiful goddess that that the Creator made us to be. We have to live that. We have to own that. That has to be it. That's okay. We've done this. Now, what do we need to do now? Next, we need to keep our clothes on. Yeah, we know the black woman's body is it. It is the standard. We know that. But like I keep saying, it's going to have to be more than that now. They've achieved it. So now we need to move on. Now we need to be those teachers. Now we need to be that mother that they come to for the strength, for the help, for the advice, to help hold the community together. Because, as I said in my just another video, a lot of black men are shrieking that responsibility. They don't want it. And so somebody is going to have to do it. Whether they talk about you and say that you're too strong, whether they say that you are messing everything up, well, come back and stand in your place and do your job and be the man the father that you're supposed to be, and then you can stop pointing fingers. But the reason that you want to point fingers, and the reason that it's so easy for you to say the black woman is ruining everything, is because you're not there anyway, which is a real sorry cop-out if you ask me. It's easy to blame the ones who's doing. Very easy to blame the one who's doing. But even with that, it's a non-issue. Somebody has to do it. And so until you come back and stand in your place and do it, and stop saying, oh, she yells too much. Oh, she this too much. Stop being a coward. Stop being a sissy. Stand up, be a man, and raise your children. Be who you need to be in your community. Little boys need you. We keep talking about, that's a whole nother subject again, but we keep talking about how the single black mom is raising little fag boys. Okay, well, where the daddies at? Is it okay that if they're doing this, which I do not believe that they're doing this. Frankly, I think if they are becoming little fag boys, it's because their daddies aren't there. Not because of something the mom is doing. The mom can only do what she can do. How can she be expected to teach him and to raise him to be a man? Oh, well, she don't want me in the house. Okay, well, boo-hoo. Nobody can stop you truly from being a father if that's what you want to do. And you can think up, make up, and say and come up with whatever excuse it is that you want to make up. Nobody can stop you from being a father. There are plenty of single fathers who have their own children. If she's a whatever and she's no good and don't need to raise children, your children, take them from her. There's a court system. Oh, they're not going to give me the kids. Okay, another excuse. I know 2 or 3 men right now who have their children and who are raising them fine and have been raising them fine. So that's a cop-out. What you're doing is not wanting to accept responsibility and placing blame. She can't stop you from being a dad. Even if you're not with her, even if you're with somebody else, even if you, if she did turn out to be ratchet, first of all, you picked her. But even if she did, the thing of it is, how does that stop you from seeing your children? Now, let me say, I know there are women who use these children as leverage. I know that there are some women who are putting and saying some real bad things into these children about their dad. And a lot of times it's not true. It's that she's bitter and angry because he don't want her no more. Even with that, go to court. Use the system. Do whatever it takes for you to get your children away from this poisonous woman. Somebody has to take care of the children, and this is my point. Somebody has to take care of the children. So, let me get back to my point, because I seem to have kind of got off track. The black woman is going to have to rise again. The black woman is going to have to stand up and take her place and be who she used to be. She's going to have to be smart again. We're going to have to get into some books and read and understand. You're going to have to get out of the Christian church, because white Jesus and the pastor who works for him and works for the system is going to keep your mind in a state of total chaos, confusion, and basically just mentally bankrupt. You're going in the Christian church. Okay, even if you don't leave, take a break. Get back with yourself. Take some time, a month or 2. If you need to read your Bible, still read your Bible, whatever. That's a whole other subject too. But take a step back. Do something different and evaluate, and see what needs to be done in your spiritual life. But I can't tell you what to do and how to live, but white Jesus is killing the black community. The Christian church is killing the black community. It's killing our children. It's killing our minds is what is messed up behind Christianity and white Jesus. Evaluate that. Look at that yourself. Call me whatever you want to call me, but do it. And if you find that it's the best thing for you, then go and do it with all your heart. We're going to have to realize that taking off our clothes does not make us more desirable. We're going to have to realize that taking off our clothes does not help us compete with the next woman to get a man. What I have found is that a woman with a paper sack on can wear it with confidence and be beautiful, and she'll still get men. So it's not about taking off clothes. We need to get that mess out of our head too. That's a bunch of propaganda. It's a bunch of selling sex. It's a bunch of selling the body of the black woman. We need to get rid of that. The club hopping, ghetto, whatever. That woman has been created. Yeah, they do it. I'm not saying that they don't do it. I'm not saying that it's not out there and it's not happening. It is. But that propaganda needs to die. We don't need to be in a club. We need to be at home teaching and raising our children, learning about homeschool, giving homeschool, showing our daughters how to cook, how to clean, how to take care of a family, how to be strong, how to pay some bills, all these things children need to know. They need direction. And this is what we need to do if we are mothers, if we are concerned about our families. We need to come out of chasing men and do what we need to do for our children. The men are going to always be there. The men are going to always want the black woman. And if American men don't want them, every other man in the world does. Trust me, I know. So it's never an issue. Somewhere along the line, the black woman has been convinced that there's a shortage of men. There are no good men. You got to have a man by the time you're 30. You got all of this foolishness is the propaganda that tells the black woman that she is unworthy, and that tells the black woman that, oh, it's such a desperate time. There are no men. There's plenty of men. I keep saying this. There's a whole continent of black men in Africa, all kinds of different cultures, different languages. I mean, they're there, and they love black American women who have morals and who have something, the makings of a woman, a real woman. No man wants a club hopping ghetto win. Nobody wants that. So yeah, I mean, there's Caribbean islands are full of black men. Brazil, I mean, they're all out there. Stop saying and stop. Every black man is not in prison. Every black man is not dead. Stop falling into that propaganda. Stop saying that when you get 35, if you don't have a man, you're done and you're over with. Stop letting that be the motivation for you to act and be ratchet and go out and chase men. Let these men come to you. When a man really truly wants you, trust me, it's nothing that you're going to be able to do that's going to stop him from getting you. He's going to come to you. We have to stop the chasing. We have to stop that. That's not queen-like. That's not goddess-like. Goddesses and queens don't chase men. And we got to get back from that. Men love the chase, by the way. We're taking their joy from them. They love the chase. So just be patient. Work on self. Work on who you are. The hurt, the damage, the anger, the bitterness, most of the stuff that you're hurt, angry, and bitter about is a whole bunch of propaganda and lies. This is why I say read, find out truth, get some history. Find some older, wiser women or whatever, and stop, being so bullheaded. You don't want anybody to say nothing to your children. You don't want anybody to say anything to you. Stop being that way, because real, true wisdom, real, true queens, goddesses, you realize and you understand that you're ever learning. You're going to be 60 and still learning. So stop with the, I don't need you to tell me nothing. Don't touch my children. Come on now. We have to get back to communities. We have to get back to respecting our elders. We have to get back to allowing others to help take care of our children. We don't know it all. I still will take advice from an older, wiser woman about how to raise my child. Maybe something I don't know. Maybe something she can give me. No, she ain't perfect. No, she's not, whatever. But Bring the attitude down. All the neck rolling and the attitude and it's more propaganda. Don't be that person that they create. Black men too, but I'm talking to black women right now. Don't be that person that the media creates and has created. Don't be that person. Be who you are. Find out who you are. Find out who you like. Find out what you like. Find out what you want to eat. We've been given food. Try new things. Do new things. Change new things. Read new books. Discover. Because we have to be queens on the rise. We have to be. The queens are on the rise, period. Nobody can stop it, but you want to be a part. You don't want to get left behind because, like I say, queens are on the rise and nobody's going to stop it. Just be a part. We need you. We want you. We love you. We need all the sisters. We need them. We need all the children. We need the black community. We need the black man. We need all of this. We don't need no more separation, division, hate, violence, black man against black woman against black man. We got to stop it. Some kind of way we have to stop it. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I hope you get something out of it. I thank you for supporting my videos. And until the next one, we will see you on the next video. You have a great day.